Hey, so we're back in the sea of adiamsi, baby. So what is this all about? So we have all these insane weapons and creatures that can you potentially use to kill the enemies, or we can actually potentially kill you if you're not careful enough, or just get unlucky enough. And that's what we're gonna be doing today, baby. We're just gonna be raiding all of them, putting them in the places where they belong. By the way, this is my personal opinion. You might love and put some stuff to the SSS plus, while I will put that stuff in the never use this shit. You know, just understand that. This is how I feel about some weapons. Anyhow, just keep that in mind. It's my opinion about the game. Oh, we're starting off strong, dude. The blunderbuss, baby. Ooh. I believe we could actually just... We're starting off strong, dude. Like, blunderbuss is really good, dude. You run into the enemy's face, you blast him with this. But that as far as it actually goes. And if the enemy is even more skilled, you're gonna end up even in the worst case scenario. Because if you don't know, and that's not even the worst part, it's really close range. Like, it is a shotgun, yeah, but like it doesn't have huge range. And it's good, but it's tempting me to put it in the A category. Like, come on, guys, it's good, but like that's where it ends. You cannot put it on S because like it's not gonna kill if you're not careful with it. Ooh, okay, now we're going. Now the blunder bomb. Those are way better in your hand than used as a weapon. I can't lie, they are good as a weapon as well. Like they literally make the entire enemy ship just fucking go around all over the place. Like if you hit a blunder bomb to an enemy ship, their ship is gonna be out of the fucking control. There's zero chance they're gonna be hitting you with their cannons. Cause like the entire ship just starts shaking like fucking nuts. But it's not about that. It's about throwable. Because if you didn't know, you can throw Blender Bomb as a little weapon. And it does shit ton of damage. Like to the enemies. The problem with it is most of the time, if it's happening on a slope and you try to hit him with this, you somehow end up hitting yourself as well. Like it happened to me multiple times where I'm like trying to throw the thing and it ends up like hitting the enemy but also damaging me like a lot. Like I sometimes even believe I get damaged more than the enemy. But it's a good thing. Like you can actually two-tap the enemy with this thing if you like hit them, not even directly, like just throwing this thing near the enemy is already like more than enough damage. It is really strong, but if enemies have it, well then you're the unlucky one. It's for sure an S tier. It's really good as a weapon. As a weapon, like you throw two of them, like not even at the enemy, near the enemy, and they should be baked, cooked, and destroyed. And yeah, it's a good weapon. Especially as an attacking when you're like invading other ships, it really helps out. Like you can just throw them and yeah. Good. I call it the S tier weapon. Oh, now we're getting to it. The firebomb. I believe this weapon is way better out of the cannons than in your inventory. I mean, it's good for blocking off some specific things when you're on the enemy ships. As a weapon, there's zero chance you're gonna be using this. Like it barely does any damage. Most of what the firebomb does is just burning damage. So you're forced to throw it somewhere on the ground, on most of the enemy ship. If you're trying to throw this somewhere on the island, anywhere, just please don't do that. Just better reload your weapon and try using your weapons instead of this flipping disgusting thing. Yeah, it's good for the enemy ship. Like you can throw this on the wheel, on the how is it called? Oh, my brain is not braining. My head is not heading. Oh my god, how is it called? Well, now we're talking about the brigantine. But if you're attacking a brigantine this big, you either want to throw it on the wheel, where the captain is going to be controlling, or... Do I have a pen or something? Yes, I do. Then on the sails, because it's like gonna... Eventually, if you're gonna not put it out, it's gonna catch on fire and break. Or on the brakes, I will call them, the place where we're gonna have to like use it to like bring the ship to moving. Yeah, other than that, the firebomb barely does anything other than burn the enemy ship. Like, save yourself trouble. Have more blunder bombs in your inventory than the fire bombs. Like I'm telling you, they're way better out of the cannons than out of your hands. And that's actually the reason why I'm putting this into never use this shit. Like, okay, it's an F tier. Like, you can, it's usable. It's usable. But barely, for me at least. The only times I use the firebombs is when I'm on the enemy ship trying to stop them from doing anything. And that's where I'm telling you that you should throw them at the wheel or at the deck or at the flipping sails or anything. It's just like that thing to just distract the enemies to do more on their ship. But that's where it ends. Okay, now getting to the juicy part, the trident. Okay, the trident is good. They are quite rare. You can find them a lot, actually. It's not like you're not gonna be like, there are just specific places where you can even find them, just like the underwater oceans, if you're specifically looking for the trident. And not just that, they usually are in the skulls when you kill them, red ones, green ones. Like in the events, there's always a few. And also the price will give you 250 gold. So it's not like they're worth too much. Even with the emissary flag, like it still barely reaches 1,000. If you have like level 5 emissary. It's more good for a weapon. Like it's not rare, also not good for selling. So it's way better being on your ship used as a weapon. Like, okay, I'm saying this, but I still sell it for that 250. I need my gold, you know? Because I'm still a new player with only 100 hours into the game. I can show you boys. Yeah, you see this shit, baby? We got that 83 hours bussing. But over time I actually learned quite a few things about the trident. And there's stages where you charge the weapon, and it is actually... like, trident is really darn strong. Like, you charge it to the full, and you don't even have to hit the enemy. You just have to hit it around the darn enemy. You literally have to aim at the ground where the enemy is. And 80% of their HP is gone. And all you have to do is charge one little bubble, the level 1 bubble, and just hit it. Like, that should be easy. You just have to hit the enemy with that level 1 bubble. The enemy's gone. I will say Trident is actually on the A tier as well. I can't take it any higher. Actually not. I'm gonna take it lower because of its rarity. You can't have it all the time. It's pain in the ass to get it, and it takes some practice to actually learn it. I still want to say the Blender Bust is a bit high. Blender Bust is a bit higher. So yeah. Oh, the Ashen Skull. I want to hurt people that love this item as a weapon. It's not good as a weapon. If you know, you can use the Ashen Skull as a weapon. So there's an ability that bosses have where they just start throwing fire out of their mouth. They start like looping. They just become a gas. They just become a flamethrower pretty much. And that's what this item does. It lets you become a little flamethrower. But if we ignore the idea that it's really rare to get, it's 10,000 gold without even an emissary flag. If you have an emissary flag, I think you can get extra 15k even. That's like 25k skull right there. Like if you have the emissaries. And yeah. And as a weapon, it's fucking shit because it barely does anything. Like, literally, it barely darn does anything. It barely depletes your health. Like, enemies have bigger chance standing in that fire with the Blender Buzz, the shotgun, literally shooting you in the face, and also if you're still alive using their knife to kill you off. This is how fucking bad the skull is. As a weapon. As a weapon. As a gold maker, it is insane. It's good. Like, you get 10k just for it if you don't use it. Yeah, if you don't know, it loses its price if you use it. More you use the skull, less money you will get. Yeah, but the Ashen Skull is fucking shit as a weapon. Used it once, never gonna do it again. Literally almost used the entire thing while shooting the enemy. Got fucking killed. And it was one of the most disgusting experiences I had. Never using this thing again. Ooh, the pistol! One of the coolest early game weapons. So, it's the fastest in all the weapon categories. Well, in reloading. Like, the pistol reloads fastest out of all the weapons. Shotgun is in the middle, sniper is the longest. You can reload the pistol fast. But the thing is, the advantage and disadvantages of something. Okay, the shotgun, if you're close enough, you can either one-tap the enemy or leave him on really low on HP. So you're left with one, perhaps two knife slashes on the enemy. That's why the shotgun is good. The pistol, on the other hand, barely only does 50% of your HP damage, I think. If I'm wrong, the editor is probably gonna help me out here. So, it is good because it's 50 damage from close range, but also from the long range. Like if you see an enemy running to you with a blunderbuss, like you, and there's a decent amount of distance, I do believe that you would have bigger chance killing him with a pistol. The problem with it is, it'll does 50 damage, even if it is really fast to reload. I want to put it on the A category, but like the damage. Like there's only 50 damage. And you're gonna have to, it's gonna take some time for you to reload as well, while over that time the enemy is gonna be right in your face with their weapon. So you're forced to use your blade, your knife. So I am putting the pistol on the B category. So yeah. The eagle's eye, baby, the sniper. Your boys, the boys that love this weapon. I'm not even gonna say anything. It is a good weapon. At first, it's really hard to use it in close range, but once you get used to it, it's insane. Like, it does 80 damage. Like, you're gonna cut your enemies off with the second hit. There is a meta where people take sniper and shotgun. They first of all snipe the enemy off, and then we run in and shotgun him off, just to make it like for sure a kill. By the way, it does 80 damage. It's not an insta kill, but it does 80 damage. And I'm not sure from what I'm about to say. My friend said that it scales with range. I don't know if that's true. I don't believe it. I don't think that's true. I still want to say it only does 80 damage. No, I'm not a sniper user, but I do like sniper. The sniper is one of my more favorite weapons in the game, including with the blunderbuss. So I am going to put sniper actually in A tier. If you're a god level person, you can snipe even from close range. If you get used to it, you can snipe from longer range. And why is it so good? It's good for taking off the cannoneers to the person that is on the wheel. It's just really good in my opinion. Like, whoever learns how to use this weapon has insane amount of potential to protect their own ship from the enemy ship, from cannoneers, from the wheel, or stopping the enemies from picking up the anchor. But people who know how to play sniper in Sea of Thieves are nuts. My friend is actually the maining sniper. I'm maining blunderbuss. I'm like trying to learn as many tricks and how to be good with it, while he's the sniper one. And it is like, sniper is really good. I'm willing to put it on the A tier. Oh, now we're getting to the juicy stuff. I'm not even gonna say anything. It's a goddamn SSS. It has the minuses. That is a darn truth. It has minuses. If your ship is positioned in the bad spot and you have the keg on your ship, you're probably gonna face the problem of having the keg doing the kaboom boom, you know? But if you're running from a ship, or you have the good angle, you know you're gonna use this thing well. Yes, if like the enemy ship is like on your side or a bit in the front, you are facing a big danger of keg actually exploding. But But, you know, if the enemy is behind you, you literally have to just grab the shit, jump out of your ship, and just be precise and jump on their ship. You can actually just blow their ship up instantly. Like, it's small keg, but no matter what type of ship the enemies are going with, you're still gonna put shit ton of holes in their ship. If it's a sloop is fucking done for. Like, if you're run with the keg downstairs and you activate it, you set it off, the sloop is gonna open as many holes as it can. Even this flipping fucking flag thing is gonna fucking fall. I love kegs. They're one of my favorite ways to destroy enemies. Keg is actually gonna be in the SS tier. Oh, now this is gonna be a funny thing to talk about now, ain't it, boys? The buckets. Good for putting water out of your ship. Think whatever you want of it. We're gonna be using a bucket to put out water out of our ship. But combine a few things. If the enemy ship is close to you, which happened to me actually. So there was a situation. The enemy ship was really close to us. And if you don't know, let me tell you something really important. Using seawater to put into your ship barely does anything. Using the barrel in your ship, you need to take 3 scoops of it and throw it onto your deck in order to have a really thin layer. But using your own ship water that was filled from the holes, taking that water and throwing on the enemy ship, that actually does a lot. Like, it puts a big layer of water in their ship. Just a way to show you, seawater would put this much water in the enemy ship, while using your own ship's water that you got puts this much. It's a really cool and unique way to use this. As a weapon, if you're gonna use it to throw a water at somebody's head, and it's not gonna work really well now, is it? But to kill somebody who's really close to your ship, it's a smart way. So I'm willing to put this on actually D tier, because it's gonna be really rare, but it's gonna be really cool. So be careful with that. If you have the enemy ship really close to you, just grab your ship's water and throw it on their deck. It's gonna automatically go and just fucking fill their ship with an insane amount of water. It's really good thing. And it's also really hilarious and funny. The ancient gunpowder. This is gonna be really interesting. It sells for really juicy and good price actually. But it can also be used as a weapon. Now, where it gets a bit sad for me is for how fucking strong it is. If you detonate this in any type of ship, you are fucking done for. This is the strongest keg in the game for a goddamn reason. By now there's not even a single stronger keg. It fucking yeets the ship out. I saw with my own hands what this keg can do to the enemy ships. I saw my own ship being destroyed by this destruction machine. It's a hell-bound weapon. It literally yeets your fucking ship out of the water. I saw when my friend put this in the enemy ship. The ship literally fucking got yeeted into the one side and had to automatically get balanced. And I saw enemies use this on my ship. They were not on my ship, but were in the water and they triggered it. My ship did the same thing. The entire ship just fucking 90 degrees flipped it. It just did the entire 90 degrees turn and went back, balanced itself out. But it opened shit ton of holes. As a weapon, it is way too risky. Just carrying it is already insane. Okay, the keg, if you're careful and you're gonna put it in the crow's nest, you might be safe. It's gonna break the flipping stick on your ship. But maybe open a few holes. But that's where it ends. This thing is still gonna open holes in your ship. And it's worth like 8k, 9, 7k, a bit less, I think. As a weapon, it is way too scary even carrying it, and it's even more scary when you see this thing coming right at you. It's a fun thing to use, but I would way rather sell it than use it, in my opinion. Like, you know, this is gonna be funny now, ain't it? If you didn't already, we have a shark, kraken, and somebody vomiting still here. You see, I did have a few incidents where kraken, actually we're not talking about kraken, we're talking about the megalodon, had a few fights where megalodons were involved, and to my left they were on my side. You see, the Sea of Adiamsi was on my side. And yeah, so we were fighting level 2 ship. I don't remember how it's called. I'll remember sloop and galleon. So there's like the level 2 ship, right? They are chasing us, and a megalodon pops out. And it's like in between us. And they somehow by accident ended up hitting it and triggering its attack to like rush at their ship. So it rushes at their darn ship, hits their front, and they just get yeeted. And we actually ended up being saved by the kraken, not the kraken, the megalodon. Because it probably opened up a lot of holes. The ship was facing the other direction now from the hit, and we ended up just running, escaping to ignore the megalodon. Actually ended up coming closer to the islands. If you don't know, if you want to despawn a megalodon, you need to get close to the island, any type of island. But if you want to find one, be in the big open sea. Don't be close to the islands, because that like despawns them or makes them not attack you pretty much. We were in such a situation where it was just open sea, and what happened was enemies just got attacked, and we got pretty much saved by a shark. So it's a rare thing, funny thing, but as a weapon, it's a goddamn D tier. A rare thing, good thing. No, I'm never gonna forget the moment where enemies jumped on my ship, all drunk, and they ended up vomiting on me and killing me. Yep, I'm not the one doing the joke. I got joked on. Enemies vomited on me when I was playing and killed me. There's two ways how you can do this. You can get really drunk and barely move your character and gamble to hit the enemy with your vomit. Or you could eat like green meat, shark's meat, or some worms, and then you're gonna vomit on your enemy. And that what does that do? It paralyzes you. Not paralyzes you, it just takes your vision away. Like your vision just becomes green with the vomit. You won't be able to see anything. It's a funny thing. And you can actually put it into your bucket. You can actually have a bucket full of vomit, and you can throw that vomit on your enemies. Say whatever you want. I'm putting this on C tier just because it works. It's not stronger than the keg. Oh, I think you know why. But it's really funny way to troll your enemies. It's a good thing. Now ain't it? Oh, another keg. Like, you know you have to put this in between. Because it's not a world destruction weapon, you know? It still is dangerous, but not as dangerous as the ancient gunpowder keg. And it also still sells for a decent amount. I think like 5k, nah, 4k, I think, 4k. So I'm putting this on A tier. It's a decent weapon. Now we're coming to the juicy part. The sword. It is true. Okay, the sword cannot block the shotguns, anything. But remember this. You can block the enemy, you can attack them with this item, and you can lunge attack them with this weapon. Say whatever you want, sword goes to the SSS. Not even S. I know there's a lot of disadvantages of like the long range weapons, but that's where the lunge attacks comes in. I love lunge attack. There were a shit ton of moments where enemies missed their shotgun hits and started running. I just do the lunge attack and I just fucking pierce into their little buttholes. I adore Sword. Sword is one of my favorite weapons in the darn game. It sits in that SS just for those jumps, like the lunge attacks where you can do, and for the overall, it's decent. Like you're always gonna have it on your hand. Anyway, and just to finish it all off with some jokes, dude, the Kraken. Now let me tell you a story, sailors. The adiamsi of the sea. Sea of adiamsi. You see, there were some people, not so nice people, back in the day when I played. We looted Skull with my friend. We successfully did it. But we got destroyed by tempers. They came up from the behind, blasted our ship to the pieces. Nothing. They destroyed us, took our loot, and left it. I mean, they took it. But they left. They killed us. But they forgot. They got the emissary flag of Reaper, meaning we always could see them on the map. And we did. We wanted our loot back. It was not more of a revenge thing. It was more of a just, that's our loot, rats. We will get it back. And we started chasing them. And they saw us. Almost got sank, once again, by them. We were actually pretty decent players. Or we were just really bad because it was like in the first 20 hours of our gameplay. So we're like in the front, we have the good angle to shoot from the front where we cannot reach them. What happened is actually quite interesting. Because Kraken pops in and actually catches them. Now they have trouble of Kraken, their ship is spinning, we're spinning around them, the Kraken is attacking them, we're attacking them. I shot myself at them, dude. I fucking destroyed them. Their ship was left in crumbles. We waited like a few minutes while the Kraken disappeared. We didn't enter the Dark Sea so we wouldn't get attacked either. It disappeared after a few minutes. And we took the loot. We got what we made. We left. Kraken has to be one of the coolest ways to kill your enemies. It's an S tier. That's where I'm finishing this video. Hope you like this type of tier list. If you want to see more tier lists, you know what to do, fellas. Sub, like, and just say in the fucking comments you like this. Why do my comments always have to feel like flipping Sahara Desert? 0 people. Oh, yeah. Other than that, love yourself, take care of yourself, and peace, fellas. Hope to see you next time.